Hello everyone, and welcome to Dreams. I have done some videos on this game way in the past. Way back when it was on beta, actually. And none of you guys really took an interest to it, which I thought was a shame, because I quite liked it. And, it's only till recently that Dreams has become quite popular now. So, I thought I'd give it another go with you guys. I thought I'd show off a dream that I've been working on. Here we go. I'm going to show you off this level I've been working on. Okay. So hopefully you guys like it. It is a work in progress, okay? So everything that you see isn't the final design. So like, I've got my character here. He's called V, okay? And I've got like a little fence here to block you off from going on into the water. If you jump into the water, you will die and go back to the beginning. And for some of you watching, you probably don't realise how good that is, but yeah, you know, he's got special powers. He can move things with his mind, and then you've got a little obstacle course here. This is the forest. I have not designed much for the forest yet. As you can see, there's like no obstacles, no nothing here. Little bit of water, right? And then through here is what I've been mainly working on. It's not quite finished yet, but let's get those rocks out of the way. Yeah, it's got a little bit of platforming to do through the lava canyon. Oh Jesus! What happened? No. Okay, I need to make it so those rocks disappear after a while or something. Okay, but we'll go through that in a minute. Okay, so I have made it up to here, and yeah, there's little bits of fireballs coming from the side, which I think was pretty cool little addition. But as soon as I get to the edge of this bridge, that's it. That's all I've done. Now let's go into edit mode. Okay. Now you can start to see how some things work. So I've rewound time. Okay, let's go through it, shall we? Let's go at the very beginning. Okay, see how everything works. Okay, it's gonna be some things that were invisible before, but now you can see them. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the floor guide. Okay, so you can see. So down here at the beginning, when I said that when you jump off, you die. Okay, so how do I do that? I've got a health modifier here, which, as you can see, as I've activated it, you can see the area zone, and basically when the player or possessed object goes in this area, it will minus 100 health to that person or thing. Okay, killing them instantly and spawning them back at the original spawn point, which is wherever I place the puppet or the character, whatever you want to see. I've also placed another trigger zone there, which is connected up to a little sound. Wait, is this the one that I think it is? Wait, is it? I think so. Beach. Okay, no. Okay. There we go. That's the one that I want. A big splash sound is connected up to when you die. So when you die, you hear a big splash. That's how you hear a big splash. This one, however, is the beach ambience sound, which I don't know why you can't see the trigger zone, but the trigger zone is basically this little area here when you're next to the beach, the water. Then this guy here, okay, It's a little bit more complicated than you think. I had to... Oh, wrong one. But it's not that complicated. I've got an impact sensor, right, on this object here, which, by the way, is unmovable, okay? And now you're thinking, wait, I saw it move. How did you do that? Well, let me show you. Okay, so, when this item is impacted, okay, it will trigger a sensor to kill this object, or destroy it, or just remove it, leaving you nothing. And then, at the same time, it also sends a signal to an emitter, which, if I get the thingy up, there you go. Now you can see what's hidden, okay? So the emitter, when the impact signal sends a thing to it, it emits a movable version of the door. Otherwise, if I just set up a movable version of the door first, when you spawn in, this thing will just tumble over due to, like, the wind. Even though there's no wind, you know what I mean, by just gravity or whatever. But yeah, there you go. Let's close all that down. Let's go on to the next area. Now, how did I move that one? But first, we got the music. This music area or zone, if I zoom out, hopefully you can see it. You cannot see it. Okay, but basically the zone for that covers the entire first area. Okay, so then that is the sort of theme for that area. And then I've got another one for the fiery area, which is why the music changed up. Right, now let's get on to the obstacle here. So, let's check it out. It has a wooden creaking stress sound, okay, which is pretty... I mean, it explains itself. That is why it has a sound effect. Okay, but the microchip, okay, this thing will kill you if it touches you, okay, if you touch the spikes. So, as before, we got an impact sensor, but instead of connecting that to a, you know, like a emitter or whatever, it's connected to the heart thing, which is what we saw earlier in the water. So basically, when it's impacted by specifically the player, the friend, right, because I've turned all of these other tags off, it will send a signal to the health modifier, which will then kill you, and then it will also send a sound to a sword impact sound, which is basically kind of like spike sounds, where it's like sing. And then now, how do I move it up and down? Okay, how do I move it up and down? There is a hidden block. Now I'm not sure why it's actually hidden, but let's unhide this thing. Okay. Oh, there we go. Right. There it is. A piston. Okay, piston. Pistons are very simple to use. They just basically move things in and out. And then if you go on to this menu here, you can set the speed, and you can also set how far it extends out and how minimal it extends back in. Very simple indeed. And then also, you can't just place it in midair. So, how did I do that? I've got an invisible block here. Okay, I've got an invisible block that is connected to, so you can make things invisible and stuff like that. Another thing that actually reminds me, going through here, okay, nothing much here, okay, there's literally nothing. So these rocks, I've basically made them movable, okay, so instead of placing down like the fence back there, instead of placing down a immovable object, I would already place these items down as movable objects. And how do I do that, you may ask? If you go into the properties, go into the sort of the physics of it, you just hit that, movable, and then boom, that object becomes movable. Easy peasy. I don't know. Right. I keep pressing the wrong menu there, and basically I've got an impact sensor on there that when it detects impact, it will play the sound of heavy rock and brick. I need to sort that out though, because I need to make it so it disappears after a while after being impacted. Maybe I'll do that later on, but first I'm just showing you the thing first. I've got a checkpoint here. Very simple, literally, like if I go on it, there you go, now you can see the zone. So when the player passes this point here, which I should actually extend, because it's not all the way from, you don't want the player to miss this checkpoint. Okay, so now that I've extended it through the whole gap here, there's no way the player's going to miss that and miss the checkpoint and die and go all the way back to the beginning instead of here, because you definitely want a checkpoint before this part here. And then of course we have the music. See if we can see the trigger zone. No, we cannot, probably because it's so big. But yeah, this is the different kind of music, different kind of tone, which it extends all the way through the lava area. Now on to these guys, and as you can see, we got a load of pistons. All right. Some of them, however, don't have pistons and they float up on their own. How do you do that? Well, with this little guy here, action recorder, and basically when you place one of them down and you move an object, it will record you moving that object up and down. That's why this isn't so smooth. I've tried to make it as smooth as I can, but you can see like the little wobbles there. That is me literally picking up an object and moving it about. Okay, so rewinding time. There's something I needed to fix here, and I thought it would be a good little lesson. That's what that reminded me of. Preview invisibility. Okay, so I've got an invisible block here connecting to a piston, and as it goes up and down, it goes all the way up to the top, contacting this. Alright. Now, although this block is invisible, I have forgotten to turn off collision. So when your character's up there, when your character's up there, he basically gets squashed and like he pops out the other side. Collidable, there we go. Let me turn that off, and now it is invisible and you can go through it, which is very nice. Okay, now moving on. We've got this guy who does a little turn, and exactly the same as the first one that goes up and down over there. I basically just did a recorder thing on it. Same for this one here, which does a little wobble and sinks down into the ground, which is like my personal favourite. Alright, now we've got this one, which is pretty self-explanatory. Piston. But now, this is the point where the fireballs come out. So we've got a little trigger zone there, right? Which, can we see? There we go. Got a trigger zone there. So as soon as you go in the box of this area, it will then send a continuous signal to the emitters, which are at the side. And just like the fence, right, earlier at the very beginning of the game, there you go, you can see the fireball there, and you can also see an arrow, and that is the direction it's going to be emitted. And then also you can see here I've turned up the emit speed, and I've turned it on continuous, and the emit speed basically just means it's now launching the block or whatever that you've made out into that direction. The faster the speed, the more the more strength it's going to have to get on over. And I then copied that, moved it onto the other side, and boom, now I've got two on each side. Easy peasy. And if I could look, if I could go into it, into the fire block, let's see if I can. You can see it's got some didgeridoo-dahs on there, and basically if I can I open them? No, okay, because it's on there, and I don't want to mess around with that too much. But basically, if they detect impact on the character, it will kill the character, and also it's got a little sound on there of like fire and stuff. Okay, so now you're all caught up with my level and how it's all designed. Basically, I like Dreams, okay, and as you can tell by my voice when I'm going through this, some of you are probably like, yeah, alright mate, I don't really care, but some of you may be interested, and if you are interested, then it would be really cool if you could join my journey in how I finish this little level off, okay, because things didn't look like this at the beginning, and obviously the shapes and trees and stuff like that I all made myself, and if you're interested in how I made that, then I can tell you if you want, and then it might even encourage you to get the game yourself, and then maybe I can review your games and stuff like that, which would be really cool. And then when I finish this game, when I finally finish this game, I'm going to be uploading it to the Dreamiverse, and people can just play my game, which would be really cool. So yeah, this is kind of like a little tester video to see if maybe you guys want me to do Dreams and stuff. Well, in all honesty, I'm probably going to do Dreams anyway, but yeah, this is sort of an introduction video. Okay, so yeah, that's my level so far. Let me show you something else real quick. Okay, so now this isn't V, this is O. This is the enemy that I've been working on that actually chases the player and uses his mind to blow you back and kill you. I have spent a little while on this guy. Let's go into his logic here. Now, I don't know if this is going to help any of you out. If you have Dreams already, this will kind of make sense. If you don't, then this will make no sense whatsoever. So, I've got the hit kill little circuit board here. Okay, so this is quite a complex thing, which I could have probably made a lot easier, but this is how I sort of figured it out. So, the puppet will automatically follow another possessed puppet, so I used that as if it was gonna chase you. Okay, so from that I got a trigger zone. Okay, this trigger zone here will make quite a few things. It will trigger the force applier, right? Which hopefully, if I can go on that, there'll be a force applier which should have the same zone as that, and also the same zone as the heart thing. Okay, so okay, that's I'm gonna try and explain this. Okay, so all the zones are the same. Okay, I tried to make them all the same. So basically, when the zone is triggered, it will send out the force applier, which will send the player flying, but instantaneously it will also trigger the health modifier to damage the player's health, okay, by half. I think I said it as, yeah, by half. So if you get hit 2 times, you are dead. Okay, then I've also got wait, what's that? That is just sound, isn't it? And then I also got a keyframe for the guy to make a little pose and that when he does do the deed. Let's see it in action. Hopefully I've explained that kind of well. If you want me to do a more in-depth video, then by all means let me know, and I will try my best to do that for you. This is V from earlier, our protagonist. I'm just going to stamp him down, and I'm going to go into play mode. I'm going to possess V, and as you can see, O is chasing V. And let's see what happens. There we go, he's attacking me. Now, for some reason, it doesn't kill you in 2 hits. I don't know if that's because the player's health is a bit too high, or, you know. But also I've made it so V can kill O in one hit, because I thought this guy would come in bulks and he should spawn back in a minute. He should anyway. So next video I'm going to be continuing on my creation that I've been doing. If you want to join me for that, you're more than welcome to come along for the ride and see how it turns out. Hopefully I am, for the long run, going to make 3 levels. So that one that you just saw, and another 2 after that. Okay, and then after that I'm going to publish it. And then if you guys have Dreams, you can play it for yourself, and I'll let you know how you can find it and stuff like that. And also I'd love to see suggestions in the comments down below of what you want me to add to the game and stuff like that. Like maybe my girlfriend suggested to make some sort of Venus flytrap for the forest area or something. Maybe I'll add a swamp area for the next level or something like that. I don't know. But I will see you next time. This is quite a short one, or a long one, I don't know. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Okay, comment down below what you think I should do next, although bear in mind I will most likely I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna film me continuing on my level in like literally 2 minutes time in real life. So yeah, anything you comment down below I will consider for the next one that I do, which will be tomorrow. Okay, yeah, okay, right, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.